This is Kerry, outgoing chair of the National SAC. We are here at the Division I Legislative Issues Forum, getting ready for a SAC presentation that we will give about what our committee does and some of the issues that we're deciding. And then I will be getting up in front of the Division I membership to give a speech in opposition to the override of Proposal 2007-30-C. We'll check back in with you later to let you know how things
started. And I currently have the privilege of serving as the outgoing chair of the Division I National Student Athlete Advisory Committee. I'm a men's basketball student athlete from Lafayette College, but today I'm here to address you in my role as the chair of the National SAC, expressing the thoughts and opinions of our peers across the country. We strongly urge you to oppose the override of proposal number 2007-30-C, a concept which we have espoused for over a year. The sport of men's basketball is mired in one of its most crucial points in its history. At the collegiate level, academic performance is struggling to meet expectations, and the preparedness of many incoming freshmen and two-year transfers continue to be an issue. Many of these issues can be traced back to the pre-collegiate environment that has become, in many cases, atrocious. The lack of emphasis placed on a quality level of academic preparedness, coupled with the proliferation of negative influences that have crept into the culture of the pre-collegiate environment, has caused a substantial rift between where we are and where we should be. By allowing the provisions of this proposal to take root, you will be sending a message to the pre-collegiate culture of men's basketball. No longer will these non-scholastic entities be able to infiltrate the community that will one day become Division I men's basketball student athletes. These non-scholastic events, which do not have to go through the same certification process as their sister events in the summertime, are oftentimes an affront to student athlete well-being and cause these prospects to pay, and more importantly, miss class time and SAT preparation time in order to travel across the country in order to be seen by a college coach. Although we sympathize with the argument that these events may be the most cost-efficient for institutions, there's a certain level of hypocrisy that exists by expecting prospects to pay extra money to be a part of an AAU team in order to supplement travel, when the college coaches and institutions that want these prospects should be showing that interest by devoting the necessary money to recruiting a prospect in the scholastic setting. It all comes down to the question in the end, what is the greater cost and who should bear that cost? Putting the April contact period back into the scholastic setting will send the correct message to these prospects by showing them the importance that should be placed on academics during their high school career. We need to take the steps to put the recruiting process back into the hands of the true stakeholders, the prospects and their families, their high school administrations, and their high school coaches. The latter two have been overshadowed in recent years by the non-scholastic influences, and with initiatives such as the Youth Basketball Initiative in place, the time is ripe to shift the balance back into the hands of those who are truly invested into the success and development of these young men. In conclusion, it is important to keep in mind that the effects of Proposal 2007-30-C have yet to go into effect, and we have yet to see their true impact, as this April will be the first chance for them to show us what they will do. The NCAA and its members have always prided themselves on promoting academic success and extolling the true virtues of what it means to truly be a student athlete, something that some of us in this room have had the pleasure and privilege of calling ourselves at one time in our lives. This is a chance to step up to the line and put into action what we continually preach and put the sport of men's basketball back on the right course of action. We, again, as the National SAC, strongly urge you to hit number 2 and oppose the override of Proposal 2007-30-C. Thank you.
You want to get in on this? What percentage?
Polls are now closed.